I feel like social media is making, I feel like women are the biggest victims of social media, making them feel like shit. Because you look at people who post, it's majority women. So it's just, I feel like it's the competitiveness that they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, which everybody does just in different ways. And I think online, that keeping up with the Joneses mentality is a female-led battle between each. When you are looking for things to help you with your life, look and take the advice from people that are in the position that you are
don't
trying
follow
to
Cardi
seek.
B for dating. Don't follow Cardi B for dating advice. Exactly. It's like that, but that was, who are our role models? Who are we following? If you are going to follow someone to where the destination they're going is where you want to be.
And that's a perfect point because, like I said, when I said earlier, I feel like 99% of people, especially women, that heard you say, I do what I want. I have this freedom. I love what I do. Like, they should be following you in terms of seeing like that is the mindset
100%.
that I want to have. And it's the mindset that'll end up
not following the girl that's like twerking and only showing her booty in the screen. Like, that's a waste of time. You're exchanging your time for value. You do not feel good after watching that. It contributed nothing to you. People are following the wrong stuff that's making them feel like shit. And then they wonder why they feel like shit. If you're going to follow and sit on social media, do something that's going to make a difference and someone that's going to empower you. And as you get up after, it's like you took action.
I feel like social media is making, I feel like women are the biggest victims of social media, making them feel like shit. Because you look at people who post, it's majority women. So it's just, I feel like it's the competitiveness that they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, which everybody does just in different ways. And I think online, that keeping up with the Joneses mentality is a female-led battle between each. I think it's awful. And I feel like a lot of them are suffering because of that a little bit. I mean, do you have any thoughts on how to?
Exactly. I was going to tell you, like, what's the, right? So what is the answer for all that? And the answer is like exactly everything I teach is how to be fully self-expressed and own your own power, right? And have life show up for you the way you want it and the way you're creating it. So, but they need a total revamp because everything they're doing, that's why I said, you can't just cut out chocolate and everything's going to work out. We need to like a revamp. That's why I love going into people's homes, seeing like what you're doing in the bed, what you're doing for your morning routine, what you're doing for your night routine. What are you doing that's working? What are you doing that's not working? What are you willing to take out? What are you willing to put in? So they need a whole reevaluation. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing what they're doing, keep getting what they get. And the answer is action. So people want to be lazy and not take action and do anything about it. And then it's easier to just scroll
And look and compare yourself and feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause online, I'm like, I look at some of my guy friends and I'm like, the last post that my guy friend has made was like 2.5 years ago, online on Instagram. So I know that they're just like, have it for a sociable setting, but with women tend to post, I mean, like a couple times a week. Making posts and then sometimes even more.
I think it's
so
more of a woman thing for sure. There's many guys that are like, I don't do social media.
It is. But when I think of women's health, I think the digital world is affecting it the most. If you were to stamp,
well, I'm sure because everyone's got a filter. So how could you think you look good or you look healthy and everyone's got a filter? And everyone has makeup and everyone redoes themselves and you don't really know what people look like. So then all of a sudden someone's seeing like, oh, she's so fit. I wish I was like her. And it's a million filters. But happy is as happy does. Healthy is as healthy does. And it doesn't matter. I mean, we can easily say it doesn't matter what the Jones are doing, but ultimately, are you happy? Do you like your life? Is it working for you? I mean, they can go and scroll and divert again.
Is that the question you think they should start with is like, all right, if they're listening, they're like, yeah, when I go on social media, the majority of the time I feel like shit.
Well, who's they?
Women.
Any woman? You mean like you were going to say like they, like someone looking for a change or someone looking to change their life or?
The woman out there that is just on social media because they feel like they should be and they need to stay up to date with people and is generally can say in their life, social media has not made them happy. What question should they ask themselves to kind of open up the gates
right.
of.
So then they want to say, what does make me happy? And if they say like, nothing makes me happy right now, right? Because they're in that space where nothing makes them happy. Well, when was the time you were ever happy, right? So they have to go back to back pacing, because feelings are generated and then the mind is stuck in the body. So sometimes we feel anger when we had nothing to be angry about, but it's stuck in the body, so we get angry. How do you want to feel instead? How are you going to generate? What practices can you put in to, for me, my moods changed tenfold from meditating. So I'm a whole different person. Like, I don't even have PMS anymore because of meditation. I just control my reaction to things. I don't just react so much. So they got to have tools. They got to want to do it. They got to want to make a difference. When I know something's not working, like when I woke up every day and meditated, but looked at my social media first, I knew that wasn't working. Like you with the same evaluation, like, oh, I go out and I wake up and I don't like it. So why do I keep going out? Well, if you keep doing, that's what separates the successful people from the unsuccessful people. Successful people make better choices and make changes, and the unsuccessful people don't. And they just stay and wallow and pretend they don't know anything.
And from your experience, because I feel like this is a strength for women, is that I think between women and men, women are the ones that are like, if they notice that they need a change, they are the ones to then make that change. I feel like a lot of times men, like, even if they know that there needs to be a change, they ain't making the change. They avoid it at all costs. And I feel like women, they do have that.
Women confront.
Yeah, and naturally that I think they know that naturally and are more than willing to make that change, which I think is good.
Yeah. Women rock.
Yeah.
Women rule. Women are badasses. When they put their mind to stuff, I mean, they birth babies. Women are badasses, but we are also emotional, and we also want to complain, and we also want the fairy tale, and we also, we have all that side as well.
Yay, welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of my group and for joining. And you're going to get weekly emails, 1-2 punch emails. It's going to be a 1-minute rest message video from me, jam-packed with value, and then 2 questions to ask yourself. I will always make associations to boxing because you are the champion of your own life, and boxers are champions and they're heroes, and they go through major adversity to come out on top, and that's what we will be doing together. So stay tuned for these awesome emails, and the 1-minute video will be jam-packed with value, and then 2 questions to ask yourself. Quick, easy, and a lot of return. Stay tuned and enjoy.